June 2nd, the wife required gold-plated material for her jewelry making business, and so off we drove to Michael's craft store. Big old warehouse just off of the 401 in Winston Churchill Boulevard. In the strip mall plaza, surrounded by department stores and eateries and niche marketed specific clothing stores, and the PetSmart where I bought my cat from the Toronto Cat Rescue. Michael sells craft supplies. It is a place that takes at least an hour for my wife to peruse while I sit in the car and read essays and smile polite until I nod off. Book in hand, windows up, windows mostly up, hoping I don't roast to death, knowing full well that if I should die before I wake, the craft makers my body will take and turn into gizmos, gadgets, and baskers. They're going to turn my brown eye into a fleshy dream catcher. Ah, the dream catcher, the international symbol for letting everybody know that my feet are not firmly planted on the ground. Other giveaways include poetry books by Jewel and cardboard cutouts of Star Wars characters, items of which could all be found in my old apartment before I slid 2 blocks down to join the townhouse tribe. Moving on up to the east side. I loved watching the Jeffersons when I was a kid because the way George Jefferson talked about white people made sense to me. I didn't like white people either. I'm still not that big a fan. When I was a kid, I wanted to be Chuck D so bad. It broke my heart to find out that the guy is Muslim, because religious affiliation at all undermines a critical mind. And I love me a critical mind above all things that bump and drool all over God's gray earth. And I wish there were more of them around. And if you fall to your knees every time you pray 3 times a day to face the east, then you're not thinking for yourself. You're a sheep. Somebody should put Flavor's clock around Chuck D's neck so that he can know what time it is. My sleeping is getting broken up by early morning birds chirping. The birds chirp, the dogs bark at the birds, the owners bark at the dogs to shut up, and I'm thinking, why don't you all just shut the fuck up? It's 5:30 a.m. I don't have to be up for another hour. I go back to sleep, but it's not the same. The dreams are darker and barking, chirping. I love the fresh air, and AC dries me out like a golden girl hoochie cooch. Leaving Michael's, getting back onto the 401, there is one of those bulky, clunky street cleaner trucks in front of me, and transports all around, and I'm puttering along at 60 clicks an hour. A smattering of clouds threaten to pollute a blue sky. Calm blue ocean, blue ocean, crab claw legging, Billy Ocean, crab claw leggings. Back in town, that's Milltown to you, mofo. I thirst for libation, I pine for potation, some stinky drinky time. My blushing bride and I pull into one of the many local liquor stores and prance up and down aisles of fire water, sugary elixirs. My wife finds a concoction called X-Rated Fusion. It's a liqueur which blended together French vodka, blood oranges, mango, and passion fruits. I couldn't have blended together a better mix if I wanted to. And believe me when I say that I wanted to, because I wanted to, but I did not. The liqueur X-Rated Fusion comes in a very phallic-looking bottle. Aren't all bottles phallic? Yeah, I know. Terry, everything I do comes back to fallacy. I'm a real dick that way. Don't mind me as I get cocky. There's a bright pink lettering on the bottle, an easy pull-out cork, so it's clearly marketed to fans of Sex and the City and being fabulous, which I am both. We get to the 3rd row of brightly lit plethora of joy juice, and this frumpy woman of thrift store origins comes through with 2 shopping carts in tow, being operated by rosy cheek grade schoolers, a boy and a girl, like the Garden of Eden, or the Blue Lagoon, or Shaft. The boy and the girl squeak, chuckle, yak, growl, and it nearly ruins my pre-drink anticipation. If I didn't need a drink before I went in there, I definitely needed a drink after leaving the liquor store. Almost tagged 2 absent-minded lasses with fake IDs on our way out of the parking space. Thank God for rearview mirrors. We get home, and after petting the cat for a few minutes, I pour myself a tall, stiff glass of fusion liqueur, and it's like sipping on dreams.
And it's like sipping on dreams.
Sour, bitter dreams, my favorite kind. Wife steals a sip and makes an ew face. Her beverage of choice is Canadian Club over Coca-Cola. Cold glass, no ice. Saw a great documentary last night on the Minutemen called VJ Avicano. If you've ever played in a band or enjoyed experimental music, or if you just want to hear Jello Biafra and Henry Rollins and the guy from Sonic Youth and the Circle Jerks reminisce about a vibrant time in independent music, you should check it out. I also watched Titanic too, and it was a movie.